I believe I'm joined with Justine Blazer. How's it going?
Hey, how are you?
I'm
What's going
good,
on?
good. Thank you for being on the show. Appreciate you.
No problem. Yeah. Called a couple minutes early, so hope
I,
that's okay.
no, it's all good. I just finished playing your song "Plague," which
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
so I enjoy the song. It's got the badass feel to it. I ain't gonna lie. it's got the bad. It's got the feels, for sure. Uh, so you are calling in courtesy of what I've been working on myself and Jill, Publicity Nation.
Yeah,
Shout out to them. Shout out to Jill.
absolutely.
She is excellent at what she does, and I love her for that. So shout out to Jill. Um,
Absolutely. Big shout out.
and to Publicity Nation, all everyone that's working very hard, putting these artists in platforms such as this. I appreciate
Yeah.
them. So Justine, we'll definitely get into more of your song "Plague" in a matter of moments. But first things first, what made this lady from the Motor City became a Motown city? Got into music. How did you get started?
Yeah, well, my mom had a dance studio for many years, and I was pretty much raised in that environment. I always loved performing, and my mother had me in dance lessons and modeling and, singing lessons at a very young age because I just loved to perform. So over the years, I just kept studying music theory and of course, all of the training that goes along with that. And I just loved all types of music. And I did a lot of jazz, a lot of blues, rock, stuff like that. And then I found the niche of just doing maybe country for a while, and that kind of took off. So I've been able to do, country music for a while, but, lately here, since I've been producing music, it's been all genres, and I kind of been just doing a crossover of whatever the song really calls for. Sometimes more country pop, sometimes it's more country rock, just kind of a hybrid. So, yeah, just keeping it interesting.
That's definitely a best way to describe your music. You have evolved. You have took on being multi-genre type of artist,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
I like that in most artists. You know, not being one-dimensional, willing to take a jab at some other things, and you worked and it worked out very well for you. I see that as you was getting into music, you have competed in the Wham Trucks Battle of the Bands, and you actually ended up winning that.
Yes, yeah, that was a few years back, and that kind of got things really going for me because before that competition, I was just kind of doing stuff more on a regional, local level, and that one really helped kind of get me into the mainstream light because I was featured on their website and I was featured in their whole branding. I had did some music for them as well, and they had me on their tour. So I ended up doing a bunch of shows with Chrysler and Ram. I did stuff for NFR out in Vegas for 3 years in a row. I was out there for like 2.5 weeks. I did like 2 shows a day at Thomas and Mack Center representing Ram trucks. And then I did stuff with the headquarters in Detroit. And then I did stuff at the Austin Rodeo in Texas and the Texas State Fair and a number of other events. So it was definitely really great for me to be able to have that sort of as a branding aspect to really get my name recognized with something as big as Chrysler. And then from there, I just kind of took it, just kept going, and was able to kind of tack on tour dates. And I had ended up touring, 200 shows a year on the road for about 5 years. So it was a very extensive time frame for me. Um, and so, yeah, that was a great opportunity for sure.
One thing that the state of Michigan is known for is known for cars. It's the Motor City after all, and they're not too shabby when it comes to music. I love
True.
the music scene out there. Motown. My family kind of got me into the Motown sound, and like they be always be like, yo, when I was your age, this is the music that we listened to, you know. And
Mhm.
then
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder, all
Oh
of
yeah.
Temptations, Jackson 5, the list goes on and on.
Yep.
So
Oh yeah.
they got me into
Yeah.
that. And also, I like Detroit. I've been there before. It's a lovely city. Um, and I'm a Detroit Pistons fan. So yeah, that.
Heck yeah.
So yeah,
I'm a Detroit Red Wings fan, so
yeah.
they're
So shout out to
yeah,
shout out to the 313. Um,
absolutely.
a 8 Mile reference. If you don't know. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
so you are being represented by Publicity Nation. How did that came to be? Did Jill and company reach out to you? Did you reach out to them? How did that came to be?
Sure. Well, it was 2013. It's been a long time. I've known her for a long, long time. So I was really in the midst of my career as me as an artist, and I was getting a lot of placements. I was charting on Music Row, and had my video out on like CMT and Zeus and things like that. So just naturally, kind of caught the attention of Jill, and she had reached out to me for a military project called Hart Federation or Corporation, and where she had done songs for the military veterans. So I started doing events for her and for that platform. And of course, it just kind of became, a friendship, and we kept in touch over all these years. And then it was a couple years back when I was starting to kind of get more into the production aspect. She had really offered me a lot of opportunity to produce some of her artists. It's really helped me get the door open in a lot of ways, not just for being my own artist, but being able to be a producer for other people. So I'm really happy and grateful for that whole relationship because I don't know if I would have gotten as far as I have, as fast as I have, if someone just, didn't take, or someone, like her didn't take a chance on me, but she did. And we worked really hard to get these songs at this point that they are at. And now we're just, kind of a partnership. She helps me with publicity. A lot of my artists that come to me that want me to produce their stuff that need publicity, I send them Jill's way. So we've kind of had this really cool team of being able to help people continue to grow as artists because, I always say this, you put all this work and time and money in writing the song and producing it, all this work. And if no one hears it or knows about it, it's literally pointless, So you have to, it's kind of a tag team type of arrangement if you think about it. So it's been great.
Definitely a tag team arrangement indeed. Jill is definitely one of the most hardworking people I have networked with. Like
Absolutely. Yeah.
anytime I need someone to be on my show, she gets it. She gets the job done. And finger snaps.
She is on it.
So she.
Yep.
Like she like I just like, look, I need somebody for this day. She's like, I got you. Like 5 minutes later, she's got someone lined up. So I'm like,
Yeah.
man, it's hard to find help like that these days. So shout out to Jill again, Publicity Nation, and let's get into this song, Plague, which is out on all digital music platforms. Go stream it, go download it, go purchase it. What was that like recording that song, and what's it all about?
Yeah, well, I wrote it back in the fall of 2019, so before this pandemic that we're in right now. I'd written it just kind of out of the blue with Randy Barnett. We were in a co-write, and he just kind of came up with this, this progression musically, and the lyrics just kind of came to me all at once. And so yeah, I wrote it with him, and I did a couple different demos of it, and took a few revisions to really get it to the point where it was right now. But the track was done and produced back in January. So this is before all of this stuff went down. So I was fixing to get this out, in the spring, and we were kind of planning to have a release in the spring. So the song was already up and uploaded on the platforms and things like that. And then lo and behold, the whole pandemic happened, the quarantine happened. So it kind of seemed, from the outside looking, it seemed like I threw this together, and it seemed like I was trying to market on this whole idea, and it really wasn't like that. It was really more of a situation of almost like a premonition, I think, or just pure coincidence. I'm not sure. But the people have really liked the song. It's really resonated. We have a lot of streams already on Spotify, and the people really are digging the lyric video. I have a music video coming out for it in the next week or so. Stay tuned for the release date of it. I just posted a little teaser this week of the video done by Riley Meow. And it's been really fun. So the plague, the song Plague, it's like a metaphor for whatever is in your life that could be somewhat of a bothersome, somewhat of a negative aspect. It could be, maybe you're battling with depression, maybe you're battling with anxiety, maybe you're battling with, an eating disorder, or maybe you're battling with a relationship within, whatever it could be. That's sort of the metaphor for the song. So you can kind of apply it to whatever could be that in your life, or it could just be, having a bad day or just having an off day. So it's not necessarily like in the literal context.
So yeah,
that's what it's about.
I definitely enjoy the song. I really do. And you brought up, having a song out, despite the circumstances that we are in. You worked on the song back in the fall of last year, and I saw your post about it, setting the record straight. So I hope.
Yeah, I was getting a lot of people messaging me like, that's so inappropriate. Yeah. Like, you should be careful, like, what you're posting and why you're releasing a song. And it was just kind of like, okay, I gotta just put this out there. Like, maybe people understand. Like, I'm not just gonna not release this because, it may maybe touchy with some people. I mean, this is a very uncomfortable time for everybody. It's a very, people are sensitive, rightfully so. But at the same time, my art is my art, and my artistry is what I do. And sometimes art is uncomfortable. You look at a statue or you look at a painting, and it just makes you feel kind of weird, but it's still beautiful in its own mind. So that's kind of what I look at my music like. It's not always rainbows and butterflies and sunshine. There's going to be some times it's going to make you think and sort of sit a little bit weird, but that's the beauty of it.
Very, very true. It's people are gonna take it how they want to, but it's like, it's like you said, it's like a metaphor. The song has nothing to do with the coronavirus whatsoever.
No, it doesn't. No, you're exactly right.
So it's, none of us thought that we were going to find ourselves in a world health pandemic, and it's affected all of us in some way, shape, or form. You as a musician, you out there, you go out there, you perform, and because of this pandemic, pretty much all the performing aspect is on hold in front of a crowd. But I did notice you have been doing some online streaming, online performing. What's that experience like?
Yeah, I mean, I was doing that a little bit before all of this, just because, those features were already there on Facebook and Instagram. Being so busy performing all the time, I would do 5 to 6 shows a week in town, Nashville. Why would I do a live stream? Like, I'm already pretty burnt out performing, all those shows a week. So, but yeah, since I was not performing on a regular basis, one for one, it was like to generate a little extra income. Just people would, tip you through PayPal or whatever. Number two was just to kind of continue to spread like positivity and just be able to continue to spread the music and things like that. And people really, really enjoyed this. I got tons of people messaging me, telling me that they loved it. When is the next one? Things like that. So I've only done like 3 or 4 over the last, like this whole time frame. I wish I would be able to get a few more in, but it's just like how it is. It's just busy, but you just try to continue to like perform and make people happy and just do the best that you can. But I've also been making a few also videos in addition to the live stream. So I just posted one this week of a song I produced called Our Last Kiss. So I worked on that, and I worked on I have a video coming out Monday. It's a quarantine video with my artist Dana Gregory, and it's us showing like how we track the song all in quarantine. So it's really cool. And so I've been making like a lot of those type of videos as well. Just creating content just because I'm home and I've been able to stay focused on doing that, which is something that I never had time to really do. But now that I'm home, I've been able to do it. It's been really fun.
For more info on Justine Blazer, you can go to her website at justineblazer.com. That's Blazer as in Blazer, kind of like the basketball team Trail Blazers, but minus the S and minus the trail part. justineblazer.com. And please stream her song Plague out on all digital music platforms. And with all musicians are not able to perform at this time, you can give them a helping hand. You know, if you see them doing online shows, give them a tip. If you are able, go buy their music, go buy their merch, and show your support. Justine, great chatting with you. I had a good time having you on the show. I'm very excited to have you on.
Thank you for having me.
And continue success, and continue to be safe, and we'll chat again soon.
All right. Well, sounds great. Have a good night.